Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Aging Clyde with
Black Bunny Bay, I'm back.
She's Back. And after being 8,000 miles away, she can argue with us. I know she is. Just roll with it. It's 8,000 miles. We round up in America. Anyways, we want to play some of the clips that have been happening around the web to give our own perspective. However, we might have to do limited visuals due to the fact that YouTube likes to sequester not just certain types of information, but apparently the news. Um, this is just the news agency reporting, and then we're just making commentary over it. Yet they will give you a strike and keep you from uploading. This also makes me want to segue into the point that we're going to be moving all of our content over to sixzeros.net. Season 1 is already in the pipeline and should be dropping tomorrow on the 15th of August. With that being said, Bonnie, give us a quick, brief summary of your expedition. I understand it wasn't for pleasure, but I just want to say, or give you a chance to say your piece. Go for it.
All right. So, thank you all to everyone who, sent condolences and everything a while back. We finally laid my aunt to rest. So she's at peace now. And, it was a hard experience. I won't lie. This is my, I guess, first death that I'm dealing with as an adult of a close family member, because I've had a few deaths when I was a kid to close family members, like for example my father and my grandmother and a few other people, but this is like the first one as an adult that I've been able to you know really be affected by. So yeah, it was a beautiful experience. It was obviously very difficult because that was my favorite auntie. Don't tell the other ones, but that was she was the one that you could talk to, and everyone loved her. So it was just really hard for that whole experience. But everything turned out well, and now I'm back. So now I can kind of focus on the business side of things and not get super emotional about stuff because yeah, I don't really know how to articulate this because I haven't really spoken about it since coming back. I mean, I only did come back like a few hours ago, if you really think about it, like 48 hours ago. Well, 24.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
but yeah, so I'm back. So we will be producing new videos, new content. Since I was away, a lot of stuff has happened, and I wanted to cover a few of those stories, just to get us up to speed. And so I guess we'll get into it now.
Starting with that riverfront brawl. Holla.
So even though I was 7,565 miles away,
Oh, for fuck's sake.
maybe
I
I
knew, I
round
knew
up.
I knew you're going to. Listen, mathematics says if it's zero .5 and above, you go ahead and round it to the nearest tenth of a decimal. She's not going to continue with that because she knows I'm right. Anyways, let's go down with this brawl because not only did this brawl happen, the warrants have been served. The man who actually did the beating with the WWF chair, he's been captured.
He's been released though.
He has been
Thankfully.
released. Yes, yes. And all this is to say, not to mention, Jason Black did a whole bunch of video,
Discussions.
well, he does a dissection slash discussion, according to him. But the point is, it's been talked about a lot. And the thing is, we wanted to get the perspective of what would you do in a situation if you are, I don't know, a couple.
Like a situation like this where somebody's getting jumped.
Yeah. What if your significant other was about to be razzed up like that? How would you honestly respond? And quite frankly, I'm gonna go first because you already know why. Because you know my answer.
Mm-hmm.
I told her to get the bloody truck. First rule of combat: try to avoid it if you can. If not, have gun. If you ain't got enough gun, guess what you get? You get more gun. And then you get a getaway vehicle because your best mate right here is gonna get the car for you, and you hop in, and she shoots shotgun. Anyways, but in this case, we want to know what your opinion be. I want Bonnie to share her thoughts on it because I don't think she's actually seen it in its entirety.
I have not. I saw bits and pieces because again, I was, overseas, so my internet was limited a little bit. But I saw, I was pretty up to date. I saw most of what happened, and I saw a lot of the commentary. If we were in that situation, the hood, not the hood rat, but who said that? The fighter in me, I'm gonna try and jump in, but obviously, given that Clyde was like, get the car, obviously I'm gonna get the car. But I'm a fighter. I'm not gonna lie. I fight. And I have no fucking issues with it. I fight. So if a motherfucker wanna try me, you can try me. You're gonna be surprised.
and as you should, just remember, and I've told you this before too, it's like, if you get jumped, take one with you.
Yeah, somebody's definitely going out. I'm not.
I'm like, mate, seriously. If it's 8 against 1, you better win.
You better.
But let me tell you this: while I pull out my fucking cigarette, which one of you's not going home and go fuck your bitch? Y'all need to disseminate that between yourselves. Which one of y'all's gonna go home and fuck them? I'll wait while I light my cigarette because I'm taking one of you with me, guaranteed. Guaranteed.
And for me, I just like to inflict, let me not say I like to inflict anything because people will twist your words. But
they're gonna do it anyway.
They probably will.
This video's already banned. Brought to you by Banhammer. Banned.
But for me, in the instances where I've been in fights before, normally I've held myself back because I was like, I'm not trying to pay nobody's hospital bill. But if it's somebody getting jumped, something on your body is going to get damaged. Trust and believe. Something will get damaged, irreversibly damaged. So it's up to you on what that is. Well, not really. It's up to me. But it's up to you if you want to engage in that.
Right. Again, numbers are numbers. It's 5 against 1.
Mm-hmm. So something on you is going to get fucked up.
Mathematically, you are destined to lose. But you can always make that 5 or 4.
Mm-hmm. And you can always make that 4 or 4.5, 3.5. You feel me?
Oh yeah. Oh, I saw the glitch.
Yeah,
it's fine.
It's been glitching, but whatever.
So look, this is going to be a short episode because one, our devices are overheating quite a bit.
Yeah, it's hot over here. I
even
think.
with the AC on, and it's right next to the AC too.
Yeah,
That's a strange
but
part.
I think it's because it's too hot. So I mean, it is summer. We're obviously.
She got bit by the mosquitoes.
Yeah, I'm still scratching. Sorry, this probably looks wild, but I got bit up a lot because there's mosquitoes over there.
Okay.
When they itch, still.
This is how you know someone went out the country when they get itchy scratchy like that. Good thing it wasn't in the bedroom. But I'm just saying, I'd rather have it on her topical. Is that too much? Is it too much? Is it too much right now, right?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
What am I saying? Of course, it's too much. That's the whole point. I'm just making fun of her because she didn't want to put the bloody calamine lotion on.
I didn't have it.
Stop it. Get some help.
Okay.
You know, the alcohol is back there.
It's cool. It's a mind thing. You just got to stop your brain from itching. I can do it. It's just I lapsed obviously in that moment, so I can do it. I'm just got to get back on it. That's all.
Let's get on with the Montgomery brawl. Like I said, you will hear the audio. You can do your own due diligence to find
the video. I mean, it's all over YouTube. Literally, just type it in.
You can't.
That's what we did. We're on YouTube, so
but it's only a problem when channels review it.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's a hard cut right there. Anyways, let's get on with it, shall we?
Okay.
Go hit that play button and actually, I'm gonna mute us. And one more thing, I gave her a secondary mouse, so when she's ready to click it, just give us a second. I'm gonna bring the mics back on. So if you notice there's a slight pause or delay, that's why. We're not lagging. Mm-hmm. And your internet connection is fine.
Your internet is fine, okay? This is confirmation that you got your whatever. I mean, I don't know everybody's situation.
We don't know your situation, but
per the video, your internet is fine.
Yeah, chances are we're just pausing to bring the mics back up, okay? Because we want to give you the best visual and audio quality
that we can muster.
Yeah, I think I did quite a good job.
Yeah, you're doing a good job.
But enough of that. Here's the video going offline.
All right.
Still that moving boat. Still the moving boat.
Clapping his hand. He's like, he's clapping his hand. Clapping his hand. He's like, he's clapping his hand. I was saying that's when the hat went up. So if you guys are looking for like a reference point of like why they're like, ooh, that's when the white guy in some, what is that? What kind of shorts are those? Some random.
There's board shorts.
It was the dude in shorts who has he was definitely sunburned. That's when he started to throw the first punch, and then the security guard threw his hat up. That was the signal.
Yeah, I think I'll run that just a little bit. Hope you ready. Here we go.
Yeah, we can probably watch that a little. My thing is just because it's come out now that these people were definitely hurling racial slurs towards the security guard and, you know, antagonizing him, literally jumped him. But, you know, I think everyone, as from what I was seeing, was like, this is a moment in Black history. Da, 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 da. And I'm like, okay, cool. Keep that same energy because these MFers are going to start trying that more often.
Oh, they're going to retaliate.
They're going to retaliate.
Like taking L's.
Of course, because they even have their own little private groups and stuff where they're like, we can't take this. We can't stand for this. It's like, y'all always start stuff, but y'all mad when we match the same energy. Like, it won't start. If you don't start none, it won't be none. It's very simple.
No shit. Won't be no shit.
But people don't understand that. And for whatever reason in their entitled brains, they don't understand that. And it's like, guess what? I see a lot of people saying we're not our ancestors. Our ancestors did a lot, so please don't say that, okay? Our ancestors have done a lot
Especially
for us to even be here.
Ones,
like,
very, very active ones.
All we are is we are our ancestors, and we're taking up for them, and we're also keeping that same energy. That's what I want. We are keeping that same energy. We are our ancestors.
Yeah, quick story. I was in a shop, right? I had walked in to get some servicing done.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, you know this.
I was on the phone with you.
You were on the phone. So go in for some servicing. The white woman didn't proclaim this when we first was in there. I had went in there, spoke to the shopkeep, and I was waiting my turn. The caucasity of this woman decides to walk in front of me. She paid for someone else out of the kindness of her own heart, I'm sure. But the thing is, she didn't even take the time to think like, hey, yo, excuse me, sir, I was actually just in here just a moment ago. My transaction is still pending. Can I get in front of you? You know what? No. Instead, cuts in front, does her transaction, whips out her Apple Card, flex, by the way, because you know the Apple Card is made of solid metal. Oh. It's a flex. And then proceeds to get cash back and then gives the man the cash or whatever arrangement she had with the other man. Then she has the nerve to come around and say, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
After the fact.
Then she puts her hands on me. And I was like, ma'am, take your hands off me, please.
Said, do not
remove your hands. Remove your hands. And I had to channel some stillness. Because I am in that area. I was, but that's the only area I can get that type of service. The other shop is about 35 miles up the road. I'm not going to burn extra resources for that. Unless absolutely necessary, which it wasn't. But in this case, it let me know, hey, you might want to start looking for a different shop, mate. Seriously, you might want to start looking for another shop. And when that happened, I'm like, the shopkeep, who knows who I am, knows I was there for something because I already had a reservation, knew about the prior transaction that the white lady had. And then thirdly, you could have said something to me like, hey, I'm going to get with you. They did come in before, and the transaction was pending. All that could have been averted, but just a simple statement of acknowledgement, saying, hey, these people before you, I would have been completely fine with it. But no one said a word.
It's customer service,
Bonnie,
y'all.
Was I lying? Was it? Cause she was literally on the phone.
I was on the phone.
Literally
as it was happening.
Literally.
I didn't know what was happening, but I heard it, and I was like, ooh, that does not sound good. Not sound good. Because he doesn't really get that tone unless there's, you know, something
True
going on.
aggro is required.
Yeah, so it was like, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're seeing, like, everyone knows. At least I hope people know that you only see one side of people on this internet,
Of course.
this platform. You don't see the angry side. You don't see the sad sides. You don't see the, well, you might see the excited sides just because that's what, you know. Mm-hmm. But you don't get to see the full range of emotions that a person possesses while they're presenting themselves on the internet. Because you do
Right.
want to present your best foot forward.
Right.
Not like these degenerates out here in the fucking boathouse, that's for sure. So let's get back
And
to
also,
it.
before
Oh,
we
go
even,
ahead.
the reason why, because if you heard in the beginning of the video that they were like, oh, and they're still there, it's because this security guard had already asked them to move prior to that big ship leaving. So he
Yes.
said, by the time I get back, you guys got to move your boat. And then by the time the boat comes back, it's still there. And I think the people on the boat had been waiting for almost an hour just to get off the boat.
Yeah.
Because these people were docking and they felt like they didn't have to move, even though they're a tiny boat and
Now, mind
this is
you,
a big boat that's coming to dock. You got to move.
for those who are unfamiliar with nautical terms, they were in a pontoon, which
I don't
can
know
seat
what that
about
is.
5 to 6 people comfortably. The fucking vessel that actually needs to park there was an actual fucking ferry that moves people because it was a dinner cruise. Well over 100 people aboard.
There's
That's
a lot of
including the
people.
crew. Crew included.
Crew included, yeah.
So it goes to stand to reason. Well, a security guard or the harbor master or whoever his actual whatever his title is, was cool enough to say, "Hey, look, all right, you can be there for a little bit."
But by the time they get back, you need to go.
Hey, yeah, just
And English.
there's a lot of technical difficulties, also physical difficulties happening this evening, and we might have to cut it short because the aggro is going to build because of what's upstairs.
No worries. Let's just continue.
Okay. It's
'Cause
a
we
4-minute video. Let's just burn through it. I won't turn it back on. You have the secondary mouse. When you're
Yeah.
ready to chime in, I will unmute, but I have nothing else to really say
Okay,
other
yeah.
than this.
I mean, they
People
don't
try
need
to
to
be-
hear the whole fight, though.
No, they don't. I'll tell you what. I'll play it, and then you stop it when you're ready, since you're the one who didn't get a chance to watch it in its completeness while abroad.
Okay.
But I'll say this before going on. Most people want to be left the fuck alone.
It's real simple.
More so, people who look like us.
We mind our business, but for whatever reason, that's
That
doing too
threatens-
much
that
for
bothers
people.
you.
I don't get it.
You need drama in your life.
We literally mind our business, and people still try and find something to say or do to us. And
Like
it's
banging and
it's like-
dropping shit on the ceiling when you know it's the fucking floor for you, but it's a ceiling for us.
Well, again, it's entitlement, it's lack of compassion and consideration. So these are all characteristics of people who they claim to be superior. But if you're so superior, you would have these skills already. So where are you really superior? It seems like you're inferior to me.
Say it.
Hey,
Preach.
but you
I
know.
would drop the mic, but the mics are $400 a piece. Don't do
Okay,
that.
well, yeah. But, you know, I'm always very perplexed when I see people who proclaim to be the best of the best. But I'm like, but you have a nasty attitude, so that means your spirit is ugly. So I don't think so. Whatever it's housed in, however you look on the outside, does not reflect how you are on the inside. And I think people need to understand that just a little bit more. The inside is equally as important as the outside, if not more.
Yeah.
So please get it together.
There's
okay?
a reason why people say like I felt your energy.
Because
It
you
isn't.
can really
It
feel
isn't
it.
pseudoscience. It's not in the sense that, it's fake. It's just not mainstream. So it's considered alternative.
If you think about the light spectrum, the spectrum in general of like all the different rays and stuff, the light spectrum is a teeny tiny part, right?
Oh yeah.
If you
we
can
only
feel
see the
energy,
RGB.
you can see energy. That means we have other receptors that can feel other fields of energy, just that we don't know how to quantify it and like actually lay it out like, hey, this is it. But we all know that like you can always feel when someone has a bad attitude. You can feel when someone has a good attitude
Or not to go near someone because
because of some shit popping off,
you don't want that vibe. Well,
rubbing off on you.
what voodoo or hoodoo or whatever the term is.
Mm-hmm.
But all right, I'm off my soapbox because enough's already been said about this. But I'm
Right.
gonna let you have the rest of the floor
Okay.
because, like I said, we are having some slight technical difficulties with the thing, and I don't want to be in the edit all night.
Okay.
Here we go. I'm off, so feel free to click on when you're ready.
All right. Okay, now that I've seen the video, okay, now I see when the guy swam there. 'Cause I didn't know. Again, I'm just seeing all the memes and
A
stuff.
lot of stereotypes are disproven that day.
Okay, and it's like I can swim too, so please don't ever try it around us. Y'all need to understand stereotypes are not, they don't cover everything. They're called stereotypes for a reason. That doesn't mean that applies to everybody. And a lot of people like to think that black people are like a one type of thing, but it's like we are the most diverse group on the planet. Literally the most diverse. So you
From one to many.
So you guys should, whatever programming that has been instilled in you, just unprogram yourself. Because, again, if it wasn't for black people, none of y'all would be here. And don't try and argue with me. Argue with science. All right? Cool.
Yeah, I found out actually when I was 17 or 16, I read a scientific article that saying that even the mainstream scholars, or what they are, the Albions, the ones at the time, because let's be frank, blacks getting into science isn't new, but into this new culture that we're all subscribed to, whether we want to or not, we are new into it.
Yeah.
They said themselves that everything came out of Africa.
Yeah.
From the one came many. But go on, you got the floor.
Yeah.
I broke my fast, if you will.
Okay. But one thing I do want to add also before we move on is along the point of like everybody does come from Africa. I understand that there's a rhetoric too saying that those who come out who are lighter skinned are more evolved, but again, sure, you can believe that. Facts are facts, though. I would not ever.
Where the fuck you hear that from?
Oh, that's what they use when they say, they try and admit that they come from us, but they're like, oh, well, we're more involved. Oh yeah, that's something that they regularly use. But it's like, you're not, okay? You're not, okay? Because if it was, the sun wouldn't hate y'all. All right, bye.
We got action, baby. He ain't finna do nothing. Arrest that. Oh, Lord. Look.
Hey,
He want more action. Young boy swammed over there.
I didn't
Swam though. Did you see him take off in that water?
Your boy finna go get it.
Hell yeah.
Hey, your boy finna
No, don't stop him now. Oh, get it. Oh, oh.
I had to show a little bit, just a little bit.
Oh, there you go. There you mother go. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, hey, hit the mics because they might be reverberating.
No.
Who the nicest one? The little young boy?
No.
No, he ain't.
I got the blue one. I got the blue
Yeah, but he should let the car just handle that dog. That little young boy. He throw that lady down. I'm talking about he threw that. I bet she won't grab it no more. He already swam across this water. Shit. He got the car right there. He touched the rubber. he untied they boat. He untied they boat. That's right. But they should have moved though. They know they in the wrong, so they should have moved. They was over there, they should have moved.
Okay, so yeah, it's not the whole. You're thinking of the multi angles. That's all
Yeah.
it is. It's extended via multi angle. But the whole altercation only lasted 5 minutes.
Okay, so when did
Yeah.
the black people come in and start kicking ass?
That's
what I'm trying to see.
Oh, you want to see that bit?
Of course, because you can't do that and think you can get away with that.
Okay.
It's a new day.
No,
The
I
reckoning is
agree.
here, homie. Okay?
I agree.
Don't ever try that shit, because you will get beat. You will get done up, okay? Done up, for real. You run up, you get done up. Try it.
Let's see here. We want to go Montgomery Brawl, Alabama.
Full. There you go.
Yeah, but it's full fight, but it's still multi-angle. If it's 5 minutes, yeah, see?
That's on the shorts.
So you want to see the shorts.
Yeah.
Because there's this one right here. But we'll go with the short.
Those guys
Yes.
who parked there were told not to leave it there, and they left it there.
He threw that up and was like, look at this pasty ass mother.
He got the chokehold on him pretty good, too. You want to go for the carotid artery or the thoracic.
Yeah. For me, I'm going for the eyes. You're not going to be able to see after that. Just know. You're
Oh,
not
here's
seeing
the part you want to see.
This is what I want to see.
Hey, wait,
because
when you see niggas skipping,
nah, when you see, if you see black people doing that, you do need to run. You need to run, and you need to run very far and very fast, because you will get beat the fuck up.
well,
Okay,
you can see.
I'm just saying, you don't try that shit nowhere. Don't matter where we're out on the planet. Don't try it, because you will get. Yeah. And you know they got a lot more force behind the punches, man. Boom! There you go.
Ladies and gentlemen, the other side of Bahni. I'm not trying to give away too much, but you've seen what's in the closet. But
course.
I've been trained to not.
Engage in fights.
I was always taught it's the last resort, because if you kill them, I'm just gonna say the word.
You don't have to bleep it out.
You're fucked. Legally, you're fucked.
Yeah,
You
of
might
course.
have got some frontier justice, but once frontier justice has subsided, you gotta deal with modern day civilization.
You gotta deal with the legal things.
Exactly. Always defend yourself. I will never say don't do that, especially if someone's going on the offensive like these lot were, right? But my instructors, both from military and beyond, I'm not gonna give, like I said, I'm not gonna give too much away, but I was always taught to,
Walk away.
well, no, diminish, then move away, and at all costs, do not try to engage. One, it's not because I think I'm Superman or anything like that. It's more so you don't know what people's medical condition is. Fuck the mentality, because anyone can go into that goblin mode and start going killing and ape shit. That's not the thing. It's the medical conditions that people don't disclose. The most, I'm just going to be real here, the most prevalent one is the brittle bone syndrome. If you guys recall, there was a white man at the Capitol Hill that barely got pushed over. Turns out he had brittle bones. And I don't mean because he was old. He actually had the neurological and skeletal disease. I think it's called Vrolik syndrome, where the shit makes your skull crack open like an egg with enough pressure. Let alone a roundhouse kick or a punch. Oh, yeah, it ended. Well, at least the video's not playing, so we should be fine.
Okay.
But I'll disable it just in case. But that's what I'm wanting to point out, is that it's the fallout that you don't want to deal with, and especially as a black man.
Yeah,
Now,
because the justice system is definitely not on your side.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's like someone will say, "Oh, this man, he sounded like a weakling." It's like, no, a warrior knows how to see the battlefield from multiple angles. yeah, you can win the brute force. I'm all for it. I mean, this is a rallying cry, for crying out loud. No pun intended. It is a rallying. It's got us black folks galvanized. Let's just call it what it is. We never been on that shit. It was a pull up summer last summer, and now we got this shit. And not to mention how they just killed that baby the other day. This is
What, the decapitation one?
yeah.
That was from a fellow black doctor too. She
I know,
was just trying to do the most.
but she wasn't even supposed to be working. She's not an employee. That's what I'm saying. But my point is, yeah, it came out that she wasn't even an employee of the hospital. She just got in there. Yeah, that just broke today. That she wasn't even an employee. But my point
Is
is,
she even a doctor?
oh, that's me hitting
Yeah,
it. My bad.
yeah.
That's the thing. But just let me close out on this so you can get your 2 cents in, because it is glitching a bit. I thought I was gonna do. You still want to do the second article about this?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
We'll keep.
we're gonna move. We're gonna segue right into that right now.
Okay, perfect. So then
Yes.
I'll end it with this. I'm just saying, pick and choose your battles carefully, mate.
Mm-hmm.
Friend or foe, man or woman. I hate my neighbors upstairs. I want to fight them so bad, but I know it's gonna keep me and her going to our end goal, because we could have settled this
Months ago.
minutes ago. No, minutes ago. What happened today? That's why.
I mean, I was just.
Still.
I'm
Still.
working from home and I can't even be in peace.
Still. My thing is, it could have been settled. Especially if I was a little bit younger too, I wouldn't. And I didn't see what the game was. We would have been. I was just like, look, hey baby, go get the box out the chest, out the closet real quick. There's about $3,000 in there. Go ahead and just post my bail. I'll be waiting. Wait for my first phone call. All you need is 10%. All you need is 10% of your fucking whatever your bond is. You
I
can
would
get
not
out.
even let you do that because that's doing a lot.
Pro tip: you only need 10% if you get locked up.
Yeah.
10% is all you need.
But just be advised that the judge can set it to millions, so you still need 10%. A million is 100K.
It depends. Okay, true. But hopefully, whatever damages you done didn't recall for that, man. What did Jay-Z said? Make sure you got a war chest to get your chest knocked off, whatever the case may be. My thing is, if have at least $5,000 to $6,000 stowed away if you're gonna do some nigga shit.
If you're gonna do wild stuff,
No, call it what it is.
you need to be strapped, and you
yeah.
need to be financially strapped as well.
Well, what is Professor Black True? Always carry your power tools.
Literally, because we are in a country that does not like people
Doesn't
who
give a
are
fuck.
this color, lighter or darker, and they will make an example of you just because they want to, just because they can, because they think that they are gods on earth.
Yeah. And someone say, "Oh, you guys are going back and forth. You flip flop, and you're not pro-black. You're not this." I'm like, well, no one ever claimed to be one or the other. It's just a matter of look at it from your perspective and see how you're going to advance through it. Because not every white person you're going to come across is going to be trying to kill you.
Nah, I mean,
Although it's a high chance.
I'm cool with a lot of white people. I'm not even gonna lie to you. We live in a predominantly white area, so I have no issue with white people in general.
That just comes with the
I
income
have
territory.
issue with racist white people, and I
Yeah.
hope every single one of them dies a horribly slow death.
Yeah.
That for sure, yeah. And I have no qualms about that. Because why are you racist?
Yeah, it just
That's stupid.
Understand, the higher income you get, the less you're gonna see of us up there.
Exactly.
And even then, when some of us do get up there, some of us are not just scared to talk about it. It's just like, well, shit. There's who do we talk to?
Yeah, there's nobody
no
else.
There's no one else there to talk to about it. It's like, oh, y'all millionaires, huh? Y'all couldn't just hang out. Well,
With the black people, it's like, obviously, if we
There's-
could, we would.
but you're not up. In order to make the moves that we did, we had to make the moves. But your moves are not with us, and you're not with us to make the moves. And then how do we talk to you?
And even a lot of black people don't support other black businesses, blah, 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 blah.
Crabs in the barrel, for
There's
sure.
a lot of self-hatred in the community,
Yep.
and that's no
Yep.
fault of our own, but
Yep.
we do need to fix it because
Our
it's preventing all of us from moving up, and
Yes.
clearly they don't want us to unify because after this situation, you see how some of these white people have been very shook.
Yep.
They're like, ooh, these black people are getting together. It's like, yeah, dude.
It's
Yeah.
our experience is unlike any other in the world at this point.
Yeah.
This is a very unique experience. If you're black in America, there's nothing else like it here. It's because
It's honestly very draining.
You're from here. even though you might have ancestral roots elsewhere, but you're from here. So this is your home. There is no home to run to. This is it.
I mean, for the foundation of Black Americans.
Like me.
Because for me,
basically.
I clearly just got back from being from my homeland.
Yeah,
quote
she
unquote.
gets a chance to go somewhere
I
else.
mean, you can come too, obviously. All y'all are
Right.
welcome. Please, don't ever think that you guys don't have a place to go.
yeah, you
are
got that
very
right
welcome.
to a boat or right to a boat over
There's
there.
a few countries in Africa
Yeah.
that are welcoming all diaspora and Black people to come back home. If y'all are sick and tired of these racist people, you can come back home.
Just make sure you read the rules
Yeah, obviously.
wherever you go.
Because even in, I think, Ghana, Kenya, and some other countries, they're all welcoming any Black person to come back. You have rights over there. You have access to resources over there. You do not have to stay here and be drained of your energy dealing with these white people who think that when they do one incident that you don't know that they're doing it, not knowing that we understand what they're doing because we've dealt with it on multiple occasions from different people. We know what racism looks like, but they think, oh, you know, if they want to do the subtle racism, they think that we don't know what that looks like. And it's like, girl, you're not the first person. I've been dealing with this since I got here. What are you talking about?
Comes
This
with
is
a paint
not
job,
new.
mate. Comes
This
with
is
a
not
paint
new.
job.
It literally comes with a paint job.
It does.
Like, we know what this is. Man, if we want to get into it, I've been bullied.
No, not tonight. No.
Okay,
No, I'm going to stop
anyways.
you right there. Just
yeah.
for the sake of time, because we did do on a bit of a tangent.
We
but
did,
that's
okay.
just to let you know, like, we get it. We're also with you, but
Yeah.
we're also trying to also show you.
There's other
look
ways.
and there's other ways, but also look at the way you're moving and make sure it's in your best interest.
Always. You got to look out for self in this country, especially.
Self-preservation is the rule of the game, mate.
This is individualistic society. You better make sure your individual is correct. Okay?
And realize for most of us, if not the vast majority of us, have no safety net. So all I'm saying is, I understand when you got shit like this happening, right? When you got all of this conspiring against you, whether it's passive, active, indirect, or direct, you gotta still play tactically. It's a game. We can charge this to the game right now. We know they're in Alabama. They might not have choose to stay there. Maybe their finances can't allow them to escape just yet. But they know
from there.
they know what Alabama's about.
They definitely know. Alabama is one of the worst alongside Mississippi. Like, you know, in the South, those are one of the
You
states
know.
where, like,
They still about it.
being Black is really
Ahmaud
something.
Arbery. Ahmaud Arbery.
Like, you can't even mind your own business without somebody trying to do something to you.
Breonna Taylor.
You could be in your own motherfucking house and they still gonna do something to you.
I don't want to run down the whole list because it's going to bring
It's
it's going
literally
to
too
bring
many.
it down. But it's also acknowledgement. We get it, and we're just saying maybe with our channel, maybe with our content, it helps you divert whatever decision you're going to make. Maybe it'll help you think a little bit clearly that you're seeing it from both the feminine and the male perspective. One who's a foundational Black, one who's from Ghana. Whatever is going to help. It's like, well, he has a fucking accent. I know I do. There's a reason for that. Because that's who I am. That's where I'm from. That's where I was raised. I was around those people, so I got their accent. It sucks. But when you're raised around certain things in your environment, you pick up those things and you're stuck with it.
Yeah, it is what it is.
It is what it is. So, without further ado, let's get on to another.
The next case.
Yeah.
So now,
it is a bit of a case. Isn't
this
it?
is a follow-up to one of the videos that we did before.
This is one of the early ones that we did from
like,
season 1.
From season 1. So, like, hey, since it's being re-uploaded on 6 Zeros, y'all can catch up.
By the way, if you haven't figured out what 6 zeros is, Jay, I don't know if I should even tell him, mate. I really don't know if I should tell him what it means.
It's a website.
No, not that. What the esoteric meaning of why it's 6 zeros?
Oh no, they're gonna have to find out on their own.
Yeah.
Just if you guys hang out there long enough, you'll know why. Okay. Just know
Or if
that.
you go watch our other videos.
I mean that too. Do your research. The information is out there. We're not gonna
It
give
is.
everything away.
It is.
Hey.
Anyways,
So getting
Tory
on to
Lanez?
this, Tory Lanez. So remember how was it 6 months ago? I think when he was found guilty.
Oh, it was quite some time ago.
It was when we first started this channel. It was one of our early videos, and he was found guilty by the state of California. I want to reiterate that. The state of California pursued this case, and they won. Megan was not involved, aside from providing her own testimony. Okay? I want everyone to understand that. So she did not pursue a case against him. She didn't press charges against him. The evidence of her getting shot is what pressed those charges against him. And he was found guilty because there was evidence. So, I think was it last week, I think? This just came out a few days ago.
This is your lane, mate.
Right.
I don't
Okay. Well, I'm gonna assume it was last week because again I wasn't here, so I like things are getting kind of blurry. But he was found guilty. He was sentenced to 10 years, and the judge said that due to his post-incident behavior and conduct, that's why he got as much time as he did. Had he just kept his mouth shut and kept it mute, he wouldn't have got as much time. But he's already a felon. He has priors. Yeah.
Keep it cute. Keep it mute.
Keep it cute. Keep it mute.
All right.
You ain't
carry
gotta
on.
say everything. You don't like. People don't always have to be speaking. You know. You don't always have to. You know. Do whatever out in the public, especially if you're a public figure like he is. But he was taunting her. The judge also, like, again, all of this is on social media. People forget that the internet is like global and anybody can see anything. So the judge obviously could go online and see him taunting her, as well as all the other people who were supporting him who were also taunting her. First, they said that she didn't get shot. And then they're like, oh, okay, well, it missed all the bones and fragments. So did she really, like, who shot her? It's like, a gun was discharged. Okay, they don't care about your relationship. They don't know. They want to know if you have a gun that you're not supposed to possess and you fired it, you're gonna get in trouble. That's how the law works. We're in America. This is the most, what's the word I'm looking for? It's not litigious, but this is the most litigious country, I guess, in the world, right? Anything goes to court. It doesn't matter what it is. So also, we're in California. California, you should already know, California is a very litigious state. You can get sued for anything.
Little liberals.
You can get sued for anything, and you for sure can get in trouble with the police because we have very strict gun laws over here. They do not allow people to just be willy-nilly. We're not in Texas where you can't even
defend yourself, honestly.
Seriously, for real. Like, you can't be, it's not like Texas or other states where you can just have a gun and just walk around. No, if you don't got the paperwork
She's
and they...
referring to castle law.
That part. If you walk around here in California with a gun that you're not supposed to have, you for sure gonna get in trouble.
It's bedtime.
Like, you are definitely getting in trouble.
It's bedtime. That was a big glitch.
That was a big glitch. But like I said, you definitely gonna get in trouble for that. And the fact that the gun was discharged and it hit somebody, and you're a prior felon, and
make an example of you, mate.
Man, and also during this time, he also was beefing with other people, being irrationally angry with other people. So again, the judge is seeing all of this and is like, nah, you're not gonna be outside for a minute. You need to sit your ass down and learn what you need to learn. And hopefully he does learn, but given the recent statements that he's put out, I doubt it. But again, hey, people can change. But for him, I hope he does learn a lesson. I hope other people learn lessons too. Do not antagonize people. Don't antagonize people because you don't know who is watching. You may think that you're antagonizing that one person, but you don't know somebody behind you is also watching and seeing how you conducting yourself. And when they have the power to do something over your life, they're gonna take all of that into consideration and be like, I don't think so. No, you don't. I don't think you should be out here with the normal people out here. So you need to go away. And that's exactly what they did. So he's gonna be in jail now for 10 years, and 10 years is a long time to go away. A whole decade. We're in 2023. Do you all remember what was happening in 2013? And can you imagine missing everything that happened from 2013 up till now? So imagine he's going to miss everything from 2023 all the way to 2033.
Well, he might not miss it per se, but he won't be actively participating in any
He
events.
cannot, because he's a public figure who makes music. He can put out music, but the whole point of being a musician is you're going out to do shows, so he cannot do that, obviously.
But I mean, he'll still know what's going on.
He'll know, but not to the extent of being out.
Definitely not.
He can't go to the Bahamas to go vacation and stuff. Mind you, he's not even an American citizen, so they already was like,
what the hell is he?
He's Canadian. They're going to deport his ass after, too. Y'all forget about that. They're going to deport him and ban him from ever coming back. He is not ever going to be able to step foot in America now because of all this. Like,
hip-hop just celebrated 50 years, if not longer.
By the time he got out hip-hop, going to be celebrating 60. So... And that's real sad because he has a small child. I think his child is like under 5 years old. So it's like, dude, what are you thinking? And his dad too. I remember when they first found him guilty, and his dad is like, Jay-Z, Rock Nation. And I'm like, you need to, you see, you guys are skirting accountability. That's why he's in the situation he's in right now. Y'all should have checked that when he was a kid. that's what discipline is. Check your kids, okay? Because if you don't check them, things like this happen. You end up going to jail for stupid reasons. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. It is what it is. I hope this is a lesson to everybody because, again, none of us are perfect. None of us are perfect. We've all had our run-ins with the police and things. We've all had our situations, but if you know that you're under a microscope already being a celebrity, but then you're really under a microscope because now you're under investigation, you need to be on your best freaking behavior.
Okay, B, let's go ahead and roll into the clip now.
Okay, I'm just saying.
I'll let you go on for a minute now. Because we're glitching.
It's only a 24-second video, by the way.
True,
but go ahead.
We're glitching.
Rapper Tory Lanez has been sentenced to 10 years for shooting hip-hop star Megan Thee Stallion. Lanez, whose legal name is Daystar Peterson, was found guilty of 3 felonies in December and has been jailed since. Megan Thee Stallion testified that Lanez fired at her feet in 2020 as she walked away from an SUV they'd been riding in. Los Angeles prosecutors asked the judge to sentence Lanez to 13 years.
They cut off their own things quickly. Jesus.
The thing too also is I think the max time that he could have been facing was 20 years, and then the prosecutors requested for 13, and the judge gave him 10. So technically, he still got off pretty easily because they could have thrown the actual book at him and gave him 20 years. Like they for real could have did that and just been like, no, you're not getting out till you're 50 something. Deal with it. Thankfully, they didn't do that. So for him, he does have enough time to like reform his life and change, and I really hope he does. And I hope anyone else who's in a similar situation who's thinking about following his footsteps, I hope you rethink your steps, please. Do not, because there's already too many black people in jail. You do not need to give them a reason to actually put you in there. Please. Because they will find a reason. They'll make up a reason already. They will make up a reason. So please, don't give them one if you can. Just, try and understand how this game works. We were just talking about what kind of country we're in. We know how this country was founded. You know how it was founded. So act accordingly. Granted, he's not from here, but again, Canada is not that freaking far. Canada is bordering America, and Canada gets a lot of American. They get a lot of American news, so they also know what's popping off over here. America has the biggest platform in the world,
Just like we know what's going on with Justin Trudeau and his boyfriend.
We're not gonna get into that today, but we will get into that in another video. But I just want to put this out there. This is in no way, I'm not supporting either party because there was a lot that was going on that was a little like, I don't know. But I will say though, if you ever find yourself in a situation, first of all, don't ever get too comfortable with random people on Meg's side because she got comfortable with a lot of people that she wasn't really cool with. None of them had her back at all. None of them. All of them threw her under the bus completely. 2, watch your alcohol because clearly this was an alcohol-driven incident. So watch that intake because anything can happen when the spirits take over. You don't want to be caught up. 3, don't be messy. Don't be messy. Tory was being messy. He was trying to assassinate Meg's character, trying to make it seem like she was the one who put him under scrutiny. But again, the state was pursuing the case. She didn't even press. She actually initially lied to the police and said nothing happened. Had the doctor not found those bullets, not perjury, because she just didn't want to give any information to the police. Remember, this happened in 2020. This happened only 2 months after George Floyd. So tensions were high back then. So she was not trying to get, because it's a car full of black people. She wasn't trying to get any of them killed. So she was like, nah, nothing happened, whatever. She went to the hospital. The doctor was like, girl, why are there bullet fragments in your foot? And then the doctor turned that evidence over to the police, and then the police turned it over to the state, and the state prosecuted the case. So just know that she had nothing to do with any of this part. The thing that people forget is that the state can also pursue cases whether you press charges or not. So you need to make sure that if you're ever going to do something that you feel might be slightly illegal, just know that the other party doesn't have to even be involved for your ass to still go to jail. Be careful. We're seeing this live now with Tory. Be careful. And mind you, side note, Tory, why Tory? The birth name was actually fired. Daystar Peterson? Daystar? They went with Tory Lanez. That was the first mistake. But anyway, yeah, Because I'm not going to lie, his dad's name is Sunstar. I was like, Sunstar and Daystar? Those are hella cool names, but you went with Tori? Anyways, that's neither here nor there. But
I think that's it, eh?
yeah, that's all I have for
Well,
today.
welcome back.
Thank you.
You got a lot off your chest. I know there's some more things we got to go over.
There's a lot because you see, if you see that video up there with the planned disaster in Hawaii, I kind of want to research that a little bit more because pretty much the entire island of Maui is like up in flames. That's terrible. But it's very suspicious on how everything is like coincidentally happening because a few...
Save it.
Okay.
Save it.
Save it for another video.
Save it. Yep. Save it. Save it, please.
Going on tangents. But yeah, thank y'all for watching.
This is
Please
Agent
subscribe.
Clyde.
Subscribe. This is Black Bunny Bay. Not
Oh,
Agent Clyde.
you're Agent Bonnie now, huh?
Agent Bay. No, okay. I'm Black Bunny Bay.
Black
Signing
Boy
out.
Clyde.
Anywho, and we'll catch you in the next video. Please subscribe. Please share this video. Catch us on 6zeros because we actually are on there a lot. Comment,
Shout out
all
to
that.
Jay.
Follow us on our Instagram, our TikTok, our Facebook. Do we
Pretty
have a
much
Twitter?
the socials that people still use.
Oh, it's not even called Twitter anymore.
It's X.
Don't get caught up though, because I know X can lead you to anywhere. It's the internet, but don't put 2 X's or 3. Just 1 X, 1 singular X. Okay.
What you got going on over there?
What you
3 X's, huh?
3 X's, huh? That's not Twitter. If that's what you're looking for, you're definitely not there.
You might want to get a VPN, but
Just
just get a VPN.
you know, because they are watching.
Yeah, mate.
But yeah, we'll catch y'all in the next video. See you
Peace.
later.